Doc has talked a lot on the medical implications and also the things. But I think there's another angle that's very important, because everybody or the government has always been trying to say that in times of a crisis, go for a pair of steady hands and all that. So I like to actually bring out one angle, and that is this COVID pandemic situation, this crisis is actually very different from all the crises that we have experienced in the past, because we are in a relatively strong financial position. Singapore has a budget surplus every year, okay, since 1971, except for 1985 or 86, where we have one recession. There's a slight budget deficit, but all the time we have budget surpluses. So the government has been accumulating all the surpluses. So as a result, whenever the crisis came about in the past, they only need to throw money at the crisis, and then eventually we get out of it. And of course, the whole world, after 1 or 2 years, eventually will recover. However, this COVID situation is one whereby not only you need to throw money into the problem to solve the problem, but also you must think of how to get out of the problem. And to get out of this problem, actually, you need to rally the whole citizenry. That means all the Singaporeans, and you must show them how to adapt to a new model. Okay, and this is something that actually even the government hasn't tried that before. Okay, it is not something that money alone can solve. They have to, and it hit us at a time when the Singaporeans and the SMEs are relatively weak financially, and we are not in a very strong position. Okay, so as a result, this is a new kind of crisis. We think that rather than besides the government, we think that the government actually need new blood, okay, into Parliament to help them to tackle this crisis together, because this is a whole new game. It is and from the way the government has handled the COVID situation, I don't think many would agree that they have performed with an A grade. Okay, we won't say they fail, okay, but it is definitely not A grade. So if it's not A grade, then we need to have a new team with new blood that push us back to the A grade. And that probably comes from a range of diverse views other than the group thing that the current government has at the moment.